If you cannot control your own mind, then you are just a feather in the wind of life. Because your own mind is the only thing you can control. You can't control the weather. Right. You can't control other people. You can't even control whether your heart stops beating. You might have a heart attack tomorrow. You can't control anything besides what you think. If you cannot control your own mind, then you go through life with zero control, zero influence. You can't control it.
Baile de sarra piroca, tu joga pra trás, tu joga pra trás, tu joga pra trás, na tosquinha, 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 tosquinha.
I believe feeling depressed is real. I do not believe it's a disease that you catch from the sky and you cannot affect.
There is not an eminent doctor in the world
Pierce
who would agree with it.
Pierce.
And he said that there's no eminent doctor that would ever say that. Well, I'm here and I'm agreeing with Andrew Tate.
You think you know more than doctors?
I can't become clinically depressed.
Why do you know?
Because I don't believe in it.
Depression is a thing that you experience, not a thing that you have. You can have a phone, you can have clothing, whatever it may be, but show me where your depression is. It's not there. You can't see it. Take ownership, accountability, take responsibility, and seek support. Navigate through the resolution of the depression. And that's what was missed by this host.
If you feel depressed, you go to the gym, you do something. You don't sit and cry about it. No, I feel depressed, let's go sit and have a talk. Words don't count as action, not in the harsh realm of reality. So that's one of the first problems I have with therapy. The second problem I have with therapy is therapists don't want you to get better. Therapists want little piles of goo they can poke at, little weak individuals they can just poke at and ask stupid questions to. We're going to pay an hourly rate forever. It's not in their business model to improve your life. It doesn't make any sense. They just want to sit there and let you just talk shit as long as it takes. What's crazy about this is, how can you go and sit in front of a therapist and not cross your mind that this therapist has a bullshit life anyway? All these therapists are getting divorces and cheating on their fucking wives and are just as depressed as you. So why the fuck do you think they know anything? Forget the bitch. Forget her. Forget all the chicks. Worry about yourself. Get yourself straight. Hey, how did you get rich? I said the biggest thank you I have in my life is that I did not go to university. So many people waste their time and money ending up paying off loans for the rest of their life because they simply didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do, so I went to university. I didn't know what to do, so I went to school. It's socially acceptable time wasting. And that's why everyone does it, because it's socially acceptable. So when I tell people don't go to university, you haven't got that time to waste, they say to me, well, what do I do instead? And this is the answer. What you do instead is join my university program. What the fuck are you doing with your time and your life? I don't understand how you do not have a fire in your mind that is compelling you to conquer Earth. You've got all this time and you're not doing anything with it. When you feel like shit, it's supposed to be warning you that your life is shit and something must change. And it's supposed to inspire you to push harder. I know people who are depressed, but it inspires them to push further. They're like, I don't want this life, fuck this, I'm getting rich. There's also other people who are depressed who sit there and go, I'm depressed, I don't know why. Because you're broke, because you're fat, because you're a loser.
Motivation is not a real thing. You're never going to be permanently motivated to do things that you don't want to do.
So then, Andrew, how do I do it? Like, how do I do it?
People who train every day don't want to train every day. They are not motivated to train every day. They are something else. Motivation is the wrong word. They are not motivated. They are disciplined.
Andrew, are there ever days where you don't feel like working out or you don't feel like doing work?
Every fucking day, I don't feel like doing things that I still do. It's called discipline. It's called being a man. It's not about feeling like doing it. If you only do things you feel like doing, you know what you end up doing?
What?
You end up sitting around with a belly, drinking soya fucking latte bullshit. That's what you end up doing if you only do what you feel like doing. You have to wake up and say, I don't feel like training, but I must train. You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing. That's the difference between a man and a fucking child. You do not become a man doing what you feel like doing. You become a man doing what you're supposed to fucking do. It is your duty to not be a fat piece of shit. But you fucking it up because of a lack of motivation. They feel. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel. Feel. Leave the feelings to the girls. That's what they do. We act. So the world got built. All of it. All the men who built the fucking skyscrapers felt scared. They did it anyway. You need to become a man of action. Stop worrying about how you feel and start worrying about what you're. People People who train every day don't want to train every day. They are not motivated to train every day. They are something else. Motivation is the wrong word. They are not motivated. They are disciplined.
Andrew,
Disciplined.
Every single man out there listening to this, I want you to do one thing today, and I want you to do the same thing for the rest of your adult life. I want you to work very hard, and I want you to be proud of yourself. And if you do those two things, you'll be amazed how close you'll come to your goal.
Life is not always about winning and losing as a man. Sometimes life is about simply fighting anyway, standing up and doing what you're supposed to do, even if you know there is no chance of victory. That's what true manhood is. It's easy to be brave when you have hope. When you have no hope at all, that's where true bravery is shown.
When you feel like shit, it's supposed to be warning you that your life is shit and something must change. And it's supposed to inspire you to push harder. I know people who are depressed, but it inspires them to push further. They're like, I don't want this life, fuck this, I'm getting rich. There's also other people who are depressed who sit there and go, I'm depressed, I don't know why. Because you're broke, because you're fat, because you're a loser. This is a challenge for every single person watching this. Next time you sit with your friends, unprompted, come in, sit down, and just join in the conversation. And after about 20 seconds, sit and think, this is bullshit. This is not going to make any of us rich. They're talking about this, that, this bitch, fucking football game, this guy, that I am wasting my life. The time to get rich is running out. Slavery is coming and you're not going to be able to escape.
so then Andrew, how do I do it? Like, how do I do it?
People who train every day don't want to train every day. They are not motivated to train every day. They are something else. Motivation is the wrong word. They are not motivated. They are disciplined.
Andrew,
Disciplined.
On lui dire, mais je n'ose pas, lui qui me fait tourner dans le vide.
You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. You are the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person who can fuck this up. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of humanity.